What's up there, guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of The Evolve. How you guys doing on today? You know what? I'm doing all right. I think this is going to be more of a serious video. We'll see. I haven't seen this clip. Basically, we're going to get right into it. Royce the 5'9" and Lord Jamar, you know, they are big friends now or whatnot. Lord Jamar has a Godcast podcast show. Royce the 5'9" was on his show a day ago, I think. A few days ago. So I want to hear what he was talking about. Why is he all of a sudden on the Godcast? You know, Roy's been acting. Well, never mind. I don't know. We'll see what's going on with Royce. We'll see what they're talking about. Let's go ahead. Y'all know how we do. We just gonna listen and break this thing down. All right, and play.
So I mean,
we over here building.
Along with that, we gotta just establish boundaries. That's all. Like, we don't have to like bully anybody or be like, yo, this is how you should talk. Yo, man, I think it's a place for his platform. You know, like it's an ignorance. It's an ignorance that's relative. You know, you outgrow it, you don't look at it. Just don't use it to feed narratives that are hurtful to our culture. Like criticizing Dame as a father feeds a narrative that's shaped around black men that are to our detriment. You don't have the right to do that on a platform in black culture. Let's put aside how important Dame is. Let's not use semantics and say Dame's not as important as Farrakhan. He is to somebody, maybe not you, but he's still Dame Dash. And you're just DJ Vlad. You'll never be Dame Dash. You don't have to agree with him, but Dame Dash built Rockefeller Records. If he didn't build Rockefeller Records, I'm not sitting here right now.
All right, so they are talking about Vlad TV. As you guys recently, in case you didn't know, Lord Jamar, he apparently squashed the beef with Eminem. He said because he's not on Vlad TV anymore, he's going to go ahead squash the beef with Eminem. That's exactly what he said. That was his reasoning. I'm not even getting on that. You got to watch my last video, but apparently he squashed the beef. But anyway, they're talking about Vlad, Lord Jamar, and Royce the 5'9". So Royce the 5'9", you know, I get what he's saying. He's saying, hey, you know, we let this guy in our culture. We let this guy a part of hip-hop and interviewing all our black stars. And, you know, we're pouring our stories to them. Basically, we are letting them in this culture. But on the other side, he had, you know, basically, he can't use, you know, our willingness to allow him, you know, and basically use this opportunity against us. You know, if we let you in, you can't use your platform to degrade us and make us look a certain way. I get what he's saying. And morally and ethically, you know, Vlad would have a responsibility to do so. But on the other side, he don't have to do so. Once again, that is his platform. And me or any other black rapper or black star or black personality or black person or African American don't have a right just because we're black to say, hey, this is what you don't get to talk about us on your platform, on how to do it or how to use his platform. Yeah, morally, he shouldn't be, you know, if we give him this opportunity and if we pouring it out, we don't want him to be a snitch. We don't want him to be downgrading or talking about our leaders. But at the end of the day, it is his platform. And for some reason, I say it like this because we are living in some times where injustice and white supremacists and black supremacists, you know, it has both exposed itself within the last 5 months more than ever before. And I see it on both sides. And we can't, African Americans, you know what Royce is doing? He's saying, hey, we're letting you in, but this is what you can do. And this is what you can't do, and this is what we don't want you to do. Well, to be honest, if you let them in, if you let a vulture in your culture, you can't be mad when the vultures start vulturing, so to speak. I'm just saying.
You're just DJ Vlad. You'll never be Dame Dash. You don't have to agree with him, but Dame Dash built Rockefeller Records. If he didn't build Rockefeller Records, I'm not sitting here right now. Vlad didn't build anything. He's selling us our own trauma. You know what I mean? Like, as long as he can put that into perspective and stay in his place, he'll get nothing but respect from me. I'll go do interviews and all of that. But if he can't respect the minister and he's just in here just, just tracking mud through the house on the carpet, then he can't have a relationship with me.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, Royce. I like Royce. Yeah, to a certain extent here lately, but Royce, you wouldn't want you wouldn't allow a white person to tell you to stay in your place. If you have a platform, you're going to talk and do whatever you want to do. I hate right now to be sounding like I am capping for Vlad, because I am not. I'm capping for individual rights. I'm capping for myself, because I am not going to allow anyone to tell me what to do on the Evolve at any point. Not going to let you tell me what to react to, what to do. Well, I take suggestions, but I don't allow anyone to control, the flow of the information that I put out here. The information that I put out is a part of me, and it reflects me. It reflects who I am. Rather it's petty, rather it's funny, rather it's encouraging, every part of that. Nothing dictates, nothing controlled by anyone. And what I'm saying is that I wish that same right for everybody else. I'm sorry, Royce. I'm sorry, hip hop. I'm sorry, everybody, but we don't get. Yes, what Vlad does and what he do inside the culture, and some of the confusion and some of the bickering and some of the instigation and the calls of a lot of stuff and stuff between rappers and musicians that he has calls. It ain't right. I don't stand for it. I don't like it. I don't like Vlad TV. I don't like Vlad. Just not my type of dude. Not someone I would hang out with. But with regards to his platform, I'm sorry. We let him in. You guys let him in. When I say the culture and hip hop let him in, is because constantly you guys run to him for an interview. Constantly we got all these rappers, all the and they're pouring their story. They're talking about, how they got away with stuff. They're talking about how many years they got. They're talking about the prison. They pour their hearts. Black people. We go on Vlad to do it. So we allow him to be a part of it. So the problem isn't, I'm sorry, but the problem don't fully fall on Vlad. We got to look internally. I'm sorry, but Royce don't get to tell someone that, hey, stay in your place. Hey, don't do this on your platform. Hey, don't do this to our people. No, I'm sorry. And I'm not capping for him. We can say, I don't like it. I ain't gonna deal with you. I'm done with you. But we can't control, because that's the very thing that black people and African Americans have been fighting against, because people try to control us and you. The very thing that you're fighting against is the very thing that you're doing to others. It's happening far too often nowadays. So I'm calling it out. Like I said, not with Royce on this. I get him in the context of, but just be done with him. The solution is not try to change his platform, but change what you're doing. Change you. Stop going there. Stop dealing with him. Cast him out. Cast him off. It's us. It's not the answer. Let's move on.
Just in here, just tracking mud through the house on the carpet, then he can't have a relationship with me. And I'm just at a point in life where I'm not gonna allow anybody in my life that's not respectful. I don't want to be involved in stupid shit. I don't want to talk to stupid people. I did that in my 20s. You know what I mean? Like, it's about elevating now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have any room in my life to sit around with Vlad and talk about all of the niggas with integrity that he's cool with. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck about that, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. Let's all be respectful. And I'm not asking for anything that I'm not 100% willing to reciprocate. It's nothing unfair about what I'm requiring. You know what I mean?
True indeed. Man, see, I feel like people like me, people like Godfrey, we was trying to, I guess, bring some sort of balance to the shit. So where it wasn't all some bullshit. You can actually go there, and for some people, you could get some form of knowledge. That is what I will give him. Because some of these other sites wasn't even giving you that. And
Okay, so now Royce, Royce right now, he's like, hey, because I ain't dealing with stupid people. I ain't going to be going on this show and talking and dealing. And, Lord Jamar, he felt a little sense of conviction. And then he had to throw in, yeah, because, when I came on there, I wasn't like those stupid people. I was giving them knowledge when me and God, I was giving them. No, you wasn't. What? You were doing what Royce is talking about. The stupid people were doing. The hate. The stupidity. Why do he keep bringing up this knowledge that he's supposedly be the only one on Vlad that was spreading? Ain't the only thing that people got from Lord Jamar is the hate, the bigotry, the 5%er dialogue, and all this other stuff that divides. Knowledge. But basically what I'm saying is that, we can't become the bullies. Royce don't get to run around acting like a bully and whatnot and saying, hey, no, you do this, I don't like this, that ain't this, you don't do this. Sorry, we don't get to do that. That ain't how change come. Play on.
Because some of these other sites wasn't even giving you that. And him as a white dude, I will always say he didn't necessarily have to put that type of knowledge up there. He could have kept it all 100% negative.
I do think
that's kind of why I fucked with him. You see what I'm saying?
I will. I mean, to you guys' credit, your interviews, Jamar, your interviews, Godfrey, very informative. You checked him in certain capacities. The banter was dope. It wasn't like one of the little kids that have zero media training that's just sitting there talking about where they buried the bodies and shit.
Right.
The normal Vlad interviews. No, I think what you did was great, and I give credit where credit is due. I think people really got to see how unapologetic you were, Jamar, which lended itself to even helping us boost this situation here with the Godcast. Like, people were just so, enthralled with hearing you speak on Vlad that they wanted to hear you without Vlad, which ultimately led to this situation manifesting. So
we'll just stop there. Rod Digger, she's my favorite on this podcast, but she's just capping for her co-host now. She's just capping right now, and I'm not even. We'll stop that because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. There's no knowledge he was bringing. The majority, 90% of what he was bringing, like, nobody knew who Brand Nubian was. Because he's never talked about his own group. He never talked about his history. I mean, many people, when I said nobody, I know Brand Nubian, but I put it out there that no one learned anything about Brand Nubian. He never talked about it. That's why a lot of these young guys and the newer people in this generation don't know about him. Because he spent his time talking about others, talking about Eminem, instead of his own group. Instead of his own experience, as a rapper in the culture. He decided to spend his time, the knowledge, not the experience and the opportunities and the different content like that. No, he decided to spend his time on Vlad. The knowledge he was given is the hate, is weeding out white supremacists, so to speak. It's talking about KKK and divide. That's the knowledge. Well, anyway there, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get going. It's kind of like a snake that is in a campfire burning, And then if I go over and I pull that snake out the fire and then it bites me, I let it go. So, because I was just trying to help it. So this time I get a stick the second time and I pull it out the fire with a stick. Now you may wonder, all right, wait, why are you going to go, once it just bit you, why are you going to go back and, help it again? Because I know that that's the nature of a snake. Snake can't help that. That's who he is. I expect him to do that. But I'm not going to allow what people do to change me and who I am. To change my mentality, change my hospitality, to change my thought process, to change my character and become into this more hateful. Because you don't treat hate for hate. No matter how many times that snake bites, I know that's its nature. We are allowing society, laws, rules, people's opinion, YouTubers, allowing all these things that are biting us right now to change us. And we forget that, man, that's the nature. That's your nature. That's who you are. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode.